Hello my darlings, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video called The Reality of Acting College. Those of you guys who don't know, I attend the New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts, and there were some things I thought that were gonna happen that didn't happen, and some things that happened that just, it left me shook. As in, I wanted to curl up in a ball and die shook. I screamed at a building shook. I was shook. A list in my notebook of some things that happened that I wanted to share with you guys, and maybe if you are considering going to acting college, you would be more prepared than I was. Also some from my friend Nadia. She gave me a couple, so you're gonna see a little picture of her pop up, so that's what that means. Anyways, on to the list. I'm sorry. Not as easy as it seems. Going into the school, even though they told us it was going to be very demanding and very rigorous and hard, I didn't think it was going to be as hard as it was. Not, mind you, it was good that it was difficult, but I honestly thought they were just going to hand us a script and be like, put it on its feet, get to the stage. But there is so much more to it. There's more techniques that I have never learned about. There's so many vocal qualities that you learn. It's harder than you think, but in the end, at the end of the year, you're gonna reflect and thank your lucky stars that it was as hard as it was. Like, looking back, I'm so grateful that they pushed me as hard as they did, because I wouldn't be sitting here filming a YouTube video. Honestly, I'd be filming and then deleting. Be prepared to step out of your comfort zone. This one threw me all the way out the window back to Texas a couple times. There was just times for scenes I'd be like, I don't want to do that, but instead of me saying I didn't want to do it, I just did it, and I'm so glad I did, because now I know that Shyla, I am trying to film a video. Excuse my dog. What was I saying? Anyways, there are some certain scenes that I had that I didn't really like, or I didn't understand the character, but I'm so glad that I did those scenes and didn't try to get out of them, because it showed me the wide range of characters I can play. I mean, for my intro to camera class, we did a scene from, I'm totally blanking, Girl Interrupted. We did a scene from Girl Interrupted, and I played Angelina Jolie's character. What is her name? I can't remember her name. I played Angelina Jolie's character. I'm blanking. Lisa! I played Lisa, and I didn't think I was gonna be able to play a psychopath or a sociopath, whatever you want to call her. Yet there I was, like, beating up on my friend Monica, like, without any hesitations, and I just did it, and it was awesome to do. And Monica, I am still sorry I humped you. Not everyone is going to like you. I feel like this one's kind of obvious. I mean, just because you're in a school with so many different personalities and everyone's like, yeah, pow, in your face, obviously you're gonna crash heads with, I mean, in all honesty, you know, even though you guys are all in school for the same thing and you should be together as a unit, there are going to be some people who don't like you. I mean, it's just like high school. At the beginning of this video, I'm going to leave it alone. Rehearsal is key. I cannot tell you how important rehearsal is. There were some moments, okay, a lot of moments in the semester where I didn't really like who I was partnered with, and which led me to not wanting to rehearse with them. And the little bit that we didn't rehearse kind of affected our scenes, and I just noticed the contrast of how little rehearsal can do for you and how so much rehearsal can do for you. I mean, for my final in, what final was it? Shakespeare. I had a Shakespeare final with my voice teacher, Eileen. Nadia, you guys are probably going to know Nadia by the time I go back to school. But Nadia, myself, and our friend Johnny, we rehearsed for, I want to say, a good 3 weeks together. We just went and went and went and went. And when it was finally time to do it in front of Eileen in our class and some of the second years, I was so ready. And even though there were some minor flubs, it's okay, it happens. That's, you know, I knew I was prepared. I felt so prepared, and I was ready, and my camera died. Anyways, what number was I on? All fighting for the same job. This is so honestly flanging true. It doesn't matter what typecast you are put under. All in all, we are all going to be fighting for the same job. So let's say Nadia, myself, and my friend Bethany. Let's say we are all auditioning for a part in Mulan, as Mulan. So just because Bethany is the ideal typecast character for Mulan doesn't mean that Nadia and I won't get the role. Let's say all three of us are auditioning for Princess and the Frog and playing Tiana. Into some cases, it would seem as obvious that I am the perfect choice for Tiana because I am black. But it doesn't mean that casting directors won't pick Nadia or Bethany. So I say this because for those of you guys who want to go to acting school, you guys need to remember, just because you are not the same typecast as everyone else, just because you don't look like that person over there or the person sitting next to you watching this video, doesn't mean y'all aren't fighting for the same thing. I mean, because essentially in this industry, you pretty much are. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, your limits are going to be pushed and tested. Holy crap. There were so many parts in the semester where I just broke down into tears because it was just so rigorous. But again, I'm glad that it happened because it shows me how this industry works. It's freeing in a way. I mean, it's just, there's so much homework and rehearsing that you need to do and script memorizing, and it's gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be okay. Like, by the end of the year for finals, I had a rope. The rope was gone. I was screaming at NYU buildings, yelling at taxis. I yelled at Nadia a couple times just in frustration. And we all knew it was because our boundaries are being pushed. We are being pushed to our absolute limit, even if it's just for one scene. Let's go back to when I was talking about my scene for Girls Interrupted. I had to push myself for that, force myself to get in that mindset of being, I don't say this to offend anyone, but being crazy and being a person who is the complete opposite of me. And I am so thankful, Mr. Raleigh, if you're watching this, I am so thankful you gave me that role. And it just, you did me good. And there was also a scene I did at the end of the year. I played Franny. Actors Lab teacher Miss Merkin also gave me a role that I wasn't too comfortable with. I mean, I was, but it's not who I am. The character's not who I am. And I am so thankful that I was given roles to push me away from what I'm used to doing. I'm not gonna have the same friends at the end of the year that you did have in the beginning of the year. I mean, maybe if you're lucky and you guys create that awesome bond, that you will. But from my experience, I had way more friends at the beginning of the year than I did at the end of the year. So at the beginning of the year, I was this like social little butterfly. I tried to be friends with everyone, and for a good part, I kind of was friends with most of the people in my year. But as the year went on, as sections were changed, it kind of those friends trickled away, and I found myself growing closer to people I didn't think I was going to be as close to. But honestly, I am okay with that. I mean, the people who I don't really speak to as much now, I still care about them and I love them dearly. But the people, we just all pull something out of each other that keeps us going and that we need. And I just can't be more, honestly, I just can't be more thankful for going to this school, and I love it. You are going to grow big time. So for me, I've been out of high school for almost three years, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so about 3 years. And going into this school, there were some people who've been out of high school longer than I have, or some people who just are fresh out of high school. And if you look at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year, you can see a good change in people. Personally, for me, I was kind of tentative and shy, or I played shy, as Eileen likes to say, and I didn't really talk. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little shy. I don't really talk much when I'm in big groups, but I tend to be more forthcoming and honest about how I'm feeling, because normally I won't say anything, or I would just let it bubble up in me until finally I just explode, like I just lose it and explode. But if it wasn't for going to that school, I wouldn't be sitting here making a YouTube video, honestly. I would film and delete, or I would have probably just deleted my channel in whole. But I'm finally confident enough to just sit here and talk to a camera, even though I may look crazy to the people walking by, or Shyla may think I'm weird that I'm talking to myself and no one's responding. Shyla's my mom's dog, by the way. Never mind. It's gonna skyrocket. I mean, my confidence has gotten better since where I was last August. I mean, obviously I still have times where I'm not fully in love with myself, or how my hair looks, or little poodle punch pouch thing I have going on with my stomach, or the way my thighs rub together when I wear a dress. But you know what? That stuff I actually kind of love. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I love myself, and it's that process. It took a good chunk of the year, and it is still taking time for me to just be like, you know what, girl, you wear that skin tight dress, you wear them heels, you don't worry about the acne, you do you, boo. Like, don't worry, it's gonna happen. Confidence is something you work on, and if you're going into this field, it's something that's gonna be pulled out of you in different scenes that you do, and different characters and different voices. And it's I'm rambling too much in this video. I don't even think I'm on the same topic as I was when I started this. But yes, your confidence is just gonna skyrocket. And even though it takes time for it to grow, like, it's not gonna take a full school year to finally be so in love with yourself that you could care less what anyone else says. You are gonna be in a place where, how do I put this? You're gonna be in a place where you're just happy with yourself. And I mean, I'm not gonna say you're not gonna be fully happy. I mean, you're not gonna be fully happy with yourself, but you're gonna accept yourself as you are. I mean, you're gonna want to go to the gym more. You're gonna want to dye your hair a different color. You're gonna want to wear some short, I don't know, trust me, it gets better, and it's so fulfilling and amazing when it does. Professionalism is a must. So I work at Nordstrom currently, and even though I have to be real professional there, sometimes you gotta be at school, you have to be a little more professional. Now I'm not saying you have to be in you have to dress up every day. As I'm saying is you have to be ready to jump on set at any second. You have to be ready to get up and do this scene, or you have to hold yourself to a certain degree, I guess I'm trying to say. Like, you don't bash someone for their ideas. You don't talk over anyone, and if you do it nicely. I don't think there's really a way to do that nicely, but you have to hold yourself to a certain standard as a way you're going into this industry. I mean, in the hallway, huffing, fussing, cussing, dropping the F word, N word, you know, whatever, and out walks. If Mr. Omar walks by and he sees, like, he hears that, don't you think someone's gonna remember? Don't you think he's probably gonna remember that? Or, you know, Miss Nurk and Mr. Raleigh, like, anyone, they're gonna remember that. And when it comes time to you being cast in a part or meeting with an agent, one of the agents on the 12th floor, and they go to them, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, Tiarka's a good person, but I mean, that's not a good look for you. You want to put yourself on a pedestal to where you want people to see you in this industry. And I know that's crazy because you're in school to train for this industry, but that's also a part of the training, being able to not only be yourself, but be your elevated self. So how you would want to be perceived in this industry. Did I say that already? I'm sorry. This is such a rambly video, but do you see where I'm going with that? I mean, I hope you see where I'm going with that. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I'm so sorry. It is rambly and all over the place, but I hoped you guys learned something, or tried to learn something, or picked up something. I don't know. But anyways, if you guys want me to talk more about school, or if you guys have any questions about acting school, and you guys, you know, whatever you guys want to talk, you know, hear more about story times or whatever, leave me a comment down below, and also give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. So yeah. And yes, I am wearing the same sweatshirt as I was wearing in my last video. I only have 2 sweatshirts with me. Another story. But anyways, I love you guys so very much. Sending you guys peace, love, and all the happiness. I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye. You know what, I'm gonna stop trying to name plays because I keep blanking, but I have some things in my notebook. I have, so for those of you guys, Shyla, hello my darlings, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing so I have a list down here, which you can't see, of some things that happened and that were good, and you know, so I have a list in my pretty little notebook that I got from Anthropology that so I